Alright everyone, so today I wanted to share with you guys a couple of tricks up my sleeve to get more gold out of the SP dungeon, but I'm really particularly talking more about the part of the SP dungeon that doesn't actually use stamina. So just to show you guys as an example here, if we go to the SP dungeon, you've got the events here, which is the pendants. You've got the gold here. Then you've got this part in the middle. The part in the middle is going to be the, stamina part of it, where the enhance and the evolves, book farming and whatnot, those are going to be based off of stamina. But you've got the pendant stuff here at the top, which uses the eyeball-like dungeon entries. And then we've got the gold part at the bottom here, which uses your gold keys. And that is really what I wanted to focus on in this video. And I wanted to share with you guys a couple tricks up my sleeve. And this first one here is one that you probably didn't really know or think about a whole lot. You probably cast it aside like I did for a really long time, and it's actually an event. Very similar to the events that we have going on right now. We actually just started a half stamina week, but this event is actually not one of the events in the half stamina week. So right now we've got 3 days of the half stamina for boss battles, then we're going to have 2 days of half stamina for free quests, and then 2 days of half stamina for the Fort Solgris, the middle part of it there, the evolve and book farming that uses stamina. But it also includes double gold. However, when we don't have the half stamina events going on, we have a week of, no half stamina, kind of the off week as I like to call it, but they do run another one of those double gold for SP dungeon events that doesn't give you the half stamina. So it's kind of like a gimped version of it in a sense. It only actually offers half of it, the double gold part, and not the half stamina part. And you will find that on the actual calendar list. Like if you go to the forums and you look up, the week's events, you'll see something that looks like this. And it's right there in the middle where it says Fort Solgris gold reward increase. So once again, it's double gold, but it doesn't give you the half stamina. And it's a gimped version, so a lot of people think, man, this is kind of a waste. Like, what's the point of this? I don't really think it's worth it. Maybe some whales are still going to farm books anyway, even though it's not half stamina. But there is actually a really good use for this, and I wanted to share with you guys what I personally do during this event right here. So what I like to do with this event is this is when I actually save all of the gold key bundles and the eyeball bundles that I actually get throughout playing the game and all the other time, and I actually save it for that event right there, and that's when I pop all of those items. So just so you can see my inventory as an example in one use here, like all these eyeballs that I have right here, I've got 21 of them. That's quite a bit. They do add up quite a bit over time, and I'll get into a couple of additional ways to get these and how they pile up the way that I have them, but I like to pop these during that the one that gives double gold but doesn't give half stamina. And it's really important why I pop them during that one and not the one that actually gives half stamina. Same with the actual gold keys here, right? So these give you 5 entries, or 2.5, I guess, 2.5 runs through the gold dungeon. These give you 3 runs through of the, the part of the SP dungeon that gives you pendants. Now, the reason why I like to pop these during the gimped version of the event and not the one that gives you half stamina is because the one that we have coming up in a few days, the one that gives you half stamina, this is the one that I really like to go all out on. Like every minute that I possibly can spend farming during that 48-hour window, I like to spend farming. Like my goal during that is to spend 45 plus hours out of the 48-hour window farming in the actual Red Book Evolve stage here. That's what's going to get me, a crazy amount of gold, like 40 to 50 million. So any time that I don't spend doing that during the half stamina one, technically it does also give additional gold in the other parts of the SP dungeon, but that's the time that I spend farming books. The other one doesn't actually give half stamina, so I'm not really worried about min-maxing and getting as much out of farming books as I possibly can. And this is the one where, because these entries here, they don't actually use stamina, it's a great time in order to actually run through them and get that double gold bonus. It adds quite a bit to the amount of gold that you can actually get, and you don't have that pressure of, man, I'm kind of wasting time taking away half stamina from the other events that are actually going on. So it rolls around like every 2 weeks or so, lasts for a couple of days. You should easily be able to burn through the actual items that you've kind of been saving up over the weeks during that couple day window, and don't have to worry about wasting time there. Now, the question that some of you guys might have, especially after looking at the 21 or was it 22 of them that I actually had, is how do I actually get all of these dungeon entries and all of these gold keys? Well, I'll tell you guys the answer to that. So that's about usually what I end up saving up over the 2 weeks or so that the event rolls around. And the main method that I end up getting those dungeon keys is actually going to be from friend points. So if we go to the actual the coin shop, and we go to friendship here, these right here, you can get one of them per day, and it costs 2,000 friendship points. Now, that's about exactly how many friendship points that I get each day, just by sending out my friend points, using people's friend units, of course, prioritizing the actual friend units that give you 10 points instead of 5 points. Like if you go to, especially if you're doing content that's like on farm, that's not really progression, you want to make sure to get as many friend points, especially while you're not AFK, right? So always prioritize the units that actually use 10 instead of 5, and it adds up to about 2,000 or so per day. So that's the number one thing that I like to buy. And, some people might be like, okay, there's a couple other options there. What about stamina potions and other stuff? And the reason why I like to recommend this one instead of the actual stamina potions is if you take a look at the math and the numbers here, right? So 2,000 coins is going to get you this dungeon entry bundle of 3, right? 400 coins gets you 1 stamina potion. So you can get 5 stamina potions for the same amount of points as the 1 entry bundle here. Now, if you go into silver coins, though, it's a bit different. So you could still get the same items, that stamina potion and the event entry bundle, but now you are looking at 10 silver coins per dungeon entry bundle and 1 silver coin per actual stamina potion. So now you're getting that 10-to-1 ratio instead of that 5-to-1 ratio. So it makes sense to really prioritize the dungeon bundles for friendship coins, and for the silver coins, you really want to prioritize the actual stamina potions. This is why people always say with silver coins, stamina potions are about the best thing that you can get. There's still other options, and they're okay, but those stamina potions are probably going to be the most value that you're actually going to get out of those. So that's going to give you quite a bit of additional gold per run. But just kind of going through the numbers here on how much gold you're actually going to get. If we look at the gold dungeon right here, you also, of course, want to make sure that when you are doing your runs through of the gold dungeon here, and when you are doing your runs through of the top part, which I just accidentally went past through, this one here, what you want to do is you always want to run this one in the middle here, the gold one. This is easily the one that is going to be the most worth your actual dungeon entries. And these ones here, like the actual XP potions and the books, you can farm those with just regular stamina. It's the value that you get in the amount of gold from this one here easily makes it the best choice for your actual dungeon entries. And of course, this one here, you also want to use 100% use your gold food, because it gives a base gold of 6,000 per run. Just like boss battles, they give a base gold of 6,000 per run. So using a gold food is going to get you an extra 6,000 gold per run. So when running through this during the double gold events, you're going to get 6,000 gold base, 6,000 gold for using your gold food, 6,000 gold for the actual event. So you're looking at 18,000 raw gold, just gold dropping from the actual run. And then if you look at the actual chest drops here, you'll see, if we look at the loot window, so you're going to get an average of 3 drops per run, but you get double the chests per drop, right? So each one's going to have 2 chests. So you're looking at an average of about 6 chests per run. And it factors out to about 57,000 gold in the actual chests per run. But don't forget, very importantly, do not just automatically go and sell your chests that you get. I would hold on to them, and what you want to do is always, before you sell chests, make sure that you invite Veronica and get that 20% gold buff. That's going to increase the amount that you get from selling and vendoring your chests by 20%. So now that 57,300 or so turns into around 68,800. So quite a big difference. Then you also have to factor in the actual pity chest that you get. This bar right here, I believe it's 20% or so for this SSR chest, that's going to be about an extra 9,000 gold per run, and you're looking at very close to 96,000 or so gold on average per run if you actually min-max it and kind of do it the way that I really talked about in this video. So, you know, it's definitely quite a bit, and it'll definitely add up to a lot of extra gold. So, I wanted to throw these pointers at you here, kind of, you know, open things up, add a little bit of perspective, especially to that event that you might not have really thought was that great. And, you know, anytime that I can give advice or tips to help you guys get more gold, more gems, things of that nature, I will always try to get those videos out as soon as possible. So anyway, that's going to be it for today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. And if you did enjoy and you want more videos like this in the future, consider subscribing to the channel. Feel free to leave a quick like as well. It means more than you can imagine. So thank you so much to all of you who do that. And more 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross Global videos should be popping up. Feel free to check them out. If not, until next time. Take care, everyone. Have a fantastic day. This is Salt of the Salty Guild, signing out.